just to prove me you just fine. Wanna kiss you, but I have to. Just forget and say goodbye. Oh, your lies not gonna make me one of them. I'm still alive. Hold me, I just wanna tell you that I'm here for you. Show me that you love me now. I wanna feel with you. Wanna tell you that I'm crazy. Wanna show you I'm alright. And the visions that you gave me, just to prove me you just fine. Wanna kiss you, but I have to. Just forget and say goodbye. Oh, your lies not gonna make me one of them. I'm still alive. Hold me, I just wanna tell you that I'm here for you. Show me that you love me now. I wanna feel with you. For you. With you. For you. With you.
I know you've been feeling me, baby. Won't you give it up? And we both know that this could be something, but that ain't enough. 'Cause when the leaves start falling down, I need to see you be around. I need up, beat up that, beat up, beat up that, beat up, beat up that, beat up, beat up that. I know you want you. I know you feeling it. Want you beat up. Feeling me, baby. Want you beat up. And we both know that this could be something, but that ain't enough. 'Cause when I feeling me, baby, feeling me do, feeling me, baby, feeling me do. I need to see you be around. I need up, beat up that, beat up, beat up that, beat up, beat up that, beat up, beat up that. I know you've been feeling me, baby. Won't you give it up? And we both know that this could be something, but that ain't enough. 'Cause when the leaves start falling down, I need to see you be around. Feeling me, baby, feeling me, do, feeling me, baby, feeling me, do, feeling me, baby, feeling me, do, feeling me, baby, feeling me down, 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 feeling me, baby. I know you feeling me, baby. Won't you give it up? And we both know that this could be something, but that ain't enough. I need it up, it up, that, it up.
Gone, you are gone now. Hard to think of an easy way to start. It's over. Give me what I want. Think of what you did today, how it's gonna be. I've got a bunch of real good reasons that I'm needing you to see. I can't keep holding this feeling of all that you've forgotten is us. Times of you gone today. Nothing could make you stay. You are finished with me for now. Finished with me for now. Taking it all away. Gone, I am gone now. Hard to think of an easy way to start. It's over. Give me what I've lost. Think of what I did today, how it's gonna be. I've got a bunch of real good reasons that you're never gonna see. You are consistently breaking me. All that I've forgotten is us. Us. Times of you gone today. Nothing could make you stay. You are finished with me for now. Finished with me for now. Taking it all away.
This is a mic check. This is a mic check. Could you guys let me know if you guys can hear me and if the music's not too loud, not too soft, or if I should be reducing the music a little bit? I think I should be, eh? Just give me a quick heads up. Oh my, look who's here. It's Justin Warren. It's been a while, buddy. How are ya? You've been MIA? Missing out on the gains in this market? Alright guys, we're going to be starting in around 1 minute and around 20 seconds it seems. Good morning, good morning, good morning, guys. Scott, you gotta know by now, man. It's always morning at the Mango Grove. It's rule number 1 of the Mango Grove. It's always morning. So, yep. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I welcome you back to your daily analysis of Bitcoin, Cardano, Polkadot. We'll be covering Ethereum as well, and hey, perhaps take a few requests as well. But today's live stream, I want to keep it a lot more casual. I want to focus on the big winners and the runners. We can talk about some mindset techniques going into this bull market, preparing for a potential bear market. We don't know when that's going to come. Of course, people are going to try to time the top and of course miserably fail. We don't do that over here at Mango. We ride the trend until the trend is a friend. Keep the trend a friend. Yeah, so with that, let me go on over to the chat, see who we have over here. I like to see Justin in here. Good to see you. How are you, buddy? How are you? I want to see you more active in the seed chat as well, man. I'm really missing you. Really missing the pictures that you share, especially of the beach and yeah, the surfing pics. Really missing all of that. I've noticed that you've been a little bit more active recently again, so good to see that. And hey, BT is in here. How are you, bud? How are you? Crypto Kitty, how are you? Good to see you yet again. She says, what an absolutely fabulous day. Yeah, woke up to everything green, everything pumping. Man, I've longed from Bitcoin, building that position all the way from around, well, I've longed from way underneath as well, right? But this position from around $28,000 to $30,000, that's a thick position that I built over there. And man, this is going fantastic. I added 2 on the way up. Of course, as you guys know, I keep adding. That's how we play the trend over here at Mango. Not afraid to buy as prices go higher. Hey, everybody does their things their own way. But let's see, who else do we have over here? Krisha's in here. How are you? How are you? The beautiful, the gorgeous, the pattern queen, Krisha. Who else? Crypto Truth Angel. Hey, how are you? Ooh, we were supposed to get back to your email. We will get back to your email, but you are on our Discord now too, right? So don't hesitate to reach out to us via PM. Love to get to know you a little bit more. Who else is in here? Bex the Beats, how are ya? How are ya? Scott. So is this the Scott from Mango Seed? Or are you a different Scott? Who else do we have in here? Donatello Bruno, I just love that name, man. Josh, how's it going, buddy? Bob is in here as well. Josh and Bob are always in here every stream, and Obina is in here today as well. Man, just the entire crew's in here. Seems like everyone's in a good mood. So with that, let's go on and switch to the charts. I hope this doesn't flop though this time. Oh, it worked. Yes, thank God. It's so embarrassing when it doesn't work. Okay, I'm gonna go reduce the chat box. That should be good. Do you guys like it over here? Well, I'll wait for your response. Until then, so this is what we're gonna do. We're going to take a look at Bitcoin really quickly. We're going to take a look at Cardano. We're going to take a look at Ethereum. We're going to take a look at DOT. And when I say quickly on all of these, I'm just going to be looking at the weekly time frames. And then we'll start the discussion, right? We'll go ahead and break down the charts on the lower time frame together. It's going to be a community effort this time around. So yeah, Bitcoin here on the daily to begin with, looking great, right? It's been on a tear. Now I wanna do this as an exercise to keep you guys oriented on what's really going on in this market, because people will get caught up in the big moves that are happening on like Polkadot, on BNB, on Cardano, which is completely fine. But when you look at the weekly over here, we know the picture, right? We know what's going on. We know that right away. You know that this is one of the best looking charts in crypto. Like, there's no questioning it. It's on a freaking tear. It's in price discovery. It put a bull flag over here. Just by the way, this is my moment to brag. Do you guys remember when we came up over here to $40,000? And over here at the Mango community, I'm pretty sure we were the only ones. Our moment to shine, guys. The only ones postulating that we start putting in a bull flag on this weekly time frame over here over the next month. Put in a bull flag, giving alts a chance to catch up and perhaps have the altcoin rally, and just keep going after that, right? So now the interesting thing was that when Bitcoin did this, altcoins not only caught up and had their time in the sun, but they start showing strength that they've not shown in years. In that every time Bitcoin did have a move, altcoins didn't react too adversely, right? They reacted pretty well. Yes, they had their pullbacks, giving us an opportunity to just buy. Now, did I take advantage of all of them? No, I did not actually, because I was trying to get a feel of the DNA, so to speak, of the current altcoin market at the time, right? The personality of these assets. And it seems like altcoins on these pullbacks now against Bitcoin, they're not afraid. Okay, during each of these weekly red candles, if you go and assess how altcoins behaved, they did pretty well, right? Usually we're so used to seeing that if Bitcoin goes down, altcoins go down even harder. Bitcoins go up, altcoins go down even harder. All we had to rely on was Bitcoin going sideways for the longest time, right? So the altcoin rallies that we caught were during this region over here. I had a lot of big altcoin wins during this region over here as well, all the way back in 2018. A lot of you guys may have not even been trading back in this region. And some really nice altcoin wins over here too, right? So for years now, guys, we've been relying on Bitcoin pretty much going sideways. And if it's not going sideways, either up or down, altcoins have been getting wrecked. But nope, not over here, guys. Over here, altcoins did pretty freaking well. So that's information for us. Really, really good information. It allows us to buy the dips against the Bitcoin rallies really, really well. Okay, so, but that being said, understand that Bitcoin is still king. Bitcoin is still king. Bitcoin will be driving the market. And as long as you keep that at the back of your mind, you will stay safe in this market. You'll be able to risk manage. You'll be able to prepare for when the music stops. And the music will stop, guys. Okay, the music doesn't play forever. All right, let me go. I've been talking for a while. Let me just go ahead and read the comments before we switch on over to the Cardano chart. Bob Harrison says, Sean, in the 4-year cycle, after the first major BTC pullback, the alts begin basically running regardless of BTC until the absolute peak. Yes, I was going to actually mention that too. So Bitcoin had a pullback, and so basically Bitcoin peaked. Bitcoin peaked at 20,000, and at that point, Bob, at that point, you can look back in hindsight and be like, yeah, you know, alts did so and so, alts ran. But when Bitcoin peaked, we did not know that Bitcoin was actually really going to peak, right? Like, until we got this candle close over here underneath. And then of course we didn't have the dynamic back then, but the close underneath the dynamic was the deal setter, right? Unfortunately, we did not have the dynamic, but even without the dynamic, my mouse, okay, you could have used this as a big sign, like a red flag. But altcoins ran during this period. I believe they ran for this week, and maybe a week or so after. At least a month or two. Like Ethereum had its moment in the sun, where I think it moved from around freaking 450-ish all the way to 1300 during these weeks while Bitcoin was pulling back. But guys, please understand that there's a lot that is different this time around. Okay, the narrative back then was a lot stronger for Ethereum compared to Bitcoin. Understand that Bitcoin probably went through one of its worst years in 2017. In the year where it freaking had a bubble rally, right? It went through one of its worst narrative years, where there was pretty much a civil war in the Bitcoin community, and it still went to 20,000. The narrative this time around is not for Ethereum. In fact, I'm beginning to feel an anti-Ethereum narrative with everything that's going on with the freaking fees, and perhaps rightfully so. I don't care either way, guys. You know I'm playing the trend. Like I'll switch bullish and bearish at the tip of a hat, but the narrative is a lot different this time. So don't risk. What I'm going to say with this is risk manage. Don't expect alts to just freaking run because Bitcoin starts crashing if it does. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say over here. I don't know if they will or not. I'm saying risk manage. Okay, wait for confirmation to see that alts are actually running, and we'll go ahead and look at examples today, I'm sure, because people are gonna ask me to look at coins that are gonna look like crap, and I'm gonna be saying things like, hey, wait for it to go higher a little bit, and blah blah blah. So you'll see examples of what to look for that confirmation. So yeah, a little bit more. I'll go through a few more comments. ARA looking great too. Yep, Wolvie ARA is looking great. Did you catch the video that we covered? Or rather, I think it was a couple of days ago. I'll take a sip of my water. But Krisha's pens caught it. Yes, they did. 3 times in a row now. 100% success rate. How's it going, Ace? Good to see you in here. But by the way, Bexa Beat says, hey Sean, could you please describe what an alt season looks like? Do we see all coins go up like 20% a day, or do they just take off and go for blow off tops? I mean, we could be going 20% a day while having blow off tops, right? And 20% against what? You know, you'll notice that we could have an altcoin rally, an altcoin season with altcoins going sideways against Bitcoin. I don't want to say sideways, but in cycles like this. Okay, like this. Altcoins could be going like this against Bitcoin, and each one of these cycles, each one of these moves over here are like maybe 100%, 200% moves. Okay, so this leg towards the upside is a 200% move against Bitcoin, but then it peaks over here and then starts going down against Bitcoin. It doesn't mean that against the USD pairing is going down. On the USD pairing, in fact, it could still be going up. Do you know why? Because all this means at this point is that Bitcoin is going higher in terms of USD. And Bitcoin will push the USD pairing on the altcoin higher nonetheless. So even though behind the scenes this is going like this, right? On the USD pairing, it's going straight up. So this move over here, just this juncture over here where it looks like it went up 200% and then came back down the entire way, on the altcoin side of things, it could have gone up 10x. Even though over here it went up only like 3x or 2x, right? So if Bitcoin goes up 100% after this move over here, it'll push the USD pairing too. So when all coins are going like this against Bitcoin, it could very well be that they're going 10x. You just don't know. I mean, you do know. You can look at the USD pairing. All right, so I think we got most of the comments. I'm just going to scroll up really quick. Hey Sam, how's it going, buddy? Good to see you in here. He's like, Sean, I caught the stream today finally, my man. Awesome. Alright, so let's go ahead. Okay, so we looked at Bitcoin on the weekly. Let's go ahead and look at Cardano now on the weekly really quick. And what do you know, guys? While Bitcoin is sitting in a blue sky breakout and trending really well, Cardano, as bullish as we are on it, and you guys know how bullish I was on it from the video I did just recently. By the way, guys, regardless of whether it played out or not, the move that we talked about, I really recommend you guys watch that video, especially if you're looking to learn, right? You guys are going to see how I use multiple concepts together, multiple tools at my disposal to come up with a thesis, right? And it's what I want to promote at Mango, that we don't just use one isolated tool, we look at everything. And there are a lot more things that I do look at, of course, other than just what I show in the videos. I can't show everything in the videos because it'll take freaking 1 hour for me to do my analysis. But it's just a really good educational video. Please go ahead and watch that other video. Watch all of the videos done recently, actually. It's a really good time to be learning because markets are really interesting. But yeah, Cardano sitting up against resistance over here at around $1. Like you say $1, 1 cent, $5. What is this here? $1.08 actually. Okay, cool. So it looks like we've come and smacked right up against that as well. Let me just put that. Yeah, we did. So what we're looking for, at the very least, for Cardano to do at the end of this week is to close above this horizontal over here. When you zoom into the lower time frames on the 12-hour, for example, you're going to see that we had a structure, consolidation structure, not smack up against it, right? It was a little bit underneath it, which made it a little bit more difficult to look for just a small break, because depending on the measured move over here, we could break up, hit the measured move, and still close underneath, which is what I'm struggling with over here. I want to see follow through. I want to see strong follow through going into this weekend, and I'd really like to see Cardano close the weekly above the zone over here that we just marked. I should have marked out this horizontal earlier, but it's crazy how we came up and smacked right against that wick over there, and it would really, I wouldn't say be disappointing, but wouldn't be as exciting. It wouldn't be as exciting if we close the week underneath $1.01, right? Regardless of the break over here. So everything has played out now the way we were looking for it to play out based on the video that we did last a couple of days ago. But we're still up against this weekly resistance until we close above it. Now I'm still bullish. Structure is looking really good, and like I said, until we actually start closing 12-hour candles underneath the dynamic. And by the way, guys, the dynamic has gone from purple to green right on this candle over here. And I'm pretty sure now the slope is going to start angling towards the upside, angling more and more positive, angling more and more aggressively, and have continuation. So even if we close underneath, I'll be looking for something like this eventually. And this move, guys, even though it looks so freaking tiny from here to here, it's actually a good 40% move, I believe. Yeah, 43%. That's a freaking 43% move. Like, I don't want to like disparage anybody who's not in position, but this is the kind of trade, regardless of your feelings on Cardano, it's showing you, the charts are showing you that there is strong bullish sentiment on this chart. You're consolidating against a major resistance level, and that resistance level, if cleared, gives you a 40% win. So why would you not want to be part of that, right? You owe it to your family sometimes. I don't want to say it that way. That sounds so wrong. Yeah, always risk manage and be careful. You owe it to your family to risk manage first. Imagine I get quoted somewhere. Some Cardano fan post. Mango is too small of a community for people to care, but I could totally see it. Sean Dexter from Mango Research says you owe it to your family to buy Cardano. Just taking a sip of water, gonna go through the comments now. Cardano looks like a massive cup, just needs the handle. Ooh, perhaps. Are you looking at the Bitcoin pairing, or? I see what you're looking for. Don't force it, man. Wait for it to show up and then be like, hey, it's a cup and handle. Don't force it. It could just trend. You don't need the handle. Like, what would you rather, the handle? I'd rather just go up, man. That's fun. Why not? So Bob Harrison, guy, says, if me or any of the other members within the Mango community can figure out his identity, figure out who he is, then he's going to do a giveaway. Man, I totally forgot to that we had this challenge last week, where you challenged me to figure out who you are. Are you active though in the chat? Because if you're just being quiet in there, there's no way we can figure it out. You got to confirm that you're active in the chat. Wilby says Cardano is a family first token. I know nothing about this token. It competes with Ethereum, I'm guessing, because Krisha tells me that Charles is always bashing Ethereum. Maybe he should be, right? What the hell, man? I've paid freaking so many fees. Like, it's embarrassing the amount of fees I've paid, guys. And I feel like I've been extorted. I've had no option but to pay these fees. And it's supposed to be inclusive and supposed to democratize the world. Jesus Christ. And one of the reasons I got bullish on DOT was because I've been paying so much fees on Ethereum that was like, hey, if this dot thing is supposed to be a solution, maybe people start flooding into it. But you know what people did instead? People flooded into BNB. So that read was completely wrong. Not completely wrong, partially wrong. I picked the wrong coin. I should have known, you know, because like the tweet from CZ was so obvious. I had half of it right. But yeah, I'm moderately active, but not there every day. There's the first hint. All right, cool. All right, how about this? Have you been active in the past couple of days? Alright, so with that, I'm gonna go ahead and now, since we've been talking about DOT, let's look at DOT. Okay, I want to talk about DOT, but I want to talk about DOT on the Bitcoin pairing, because guys, on the USD pairing, it's in a blue sky breakout, right? It's just going up. The big trade on DOT, by the way, on the USD pairing was right over here, right? And you're gonna see something very, very, very similar now on the Bitcoin pairing. Look at this structure over here. This is a bull flag structure on the weekly time frame. We cleared it right over here when we cleared $18, which lined up with what? The $20 resistance level, right? We cleared that bull flag, and now we're seeing continuation. A lot like what Bitcoin has done. Clear the bull flag, and you're seeing continuation. Now, what I want to talk about is the Bitcoin pairing. This is what I'm most interested about. I think Krisha talked about this already, or rather showed you guys the setup that I was showing the seed members. Showed it to you on the stream, right? I believe. Sorry, on the daily video, the DOT daily video. So this is it right over here. So this is the cup and handle kind of structure you want to look for, man. Who was it who mentioned a cup and handle? I'm gonna scroll up. Okay, I lost you, man. I'm sorry, but yeah, you mentioned the cup and handle on Cardano, right? And hey, it may show up, but I don't like looking for I don't like you know what? That's fine. Krisha is a pattern trader and works really well for her. But when it comes to cup and handles, especially, I don't like looking for things like, hey, if the handle forms over here, things are going to be really great, unless we're sitting against the handle already partially forming, right? Because then you can postulate or rather theorize that, hey, you know what, even though we're right up against resistance, we might be consolidating over here, and then this may turn into a handle, and then we may have continuation towards the upside. And that's what we were doing over here with DOT. We had not only the structure that was being put in place, because we had this massive move towards our initial wicks over here that caused the resistance, right? We can now draw a resistance line over there, and then a big drawdown for the longest freaking time. These are weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks of drawdown. So how many weeks is this? That's, Jesus Christ, 105 days, right? So 15 weeks, and all of it was undone in literally 3 weeks. 15 weeks of downwards price movement was undone in 3 weeks of just boom, boom, boom. So we have the perfect volume too. If you just zoom out, this is the kind of volume, guys, you want to see for a cup and handle, and then consolidation, right? Perfect volume, perfect volume. So not only do you have the structure, but you're not forcing anything. You have the volume as well. Okay, and look at that. Dynamic has turned green too on the weekly. You have your cup, you have your handle, which is pretty much a bull flag. That's what a handle is, by the way. You're looking for a bull flag and a rounded structure. At least that's how I look at it. I try to keep things really simple. And now we've broken. If we close the weekly over here, guys, we may come down and retest this level, or we may not, and just see the continuation. The measured move for this, let's go ahead and check it out. Actually, I don't think I've done this. Pointing all the way to around 100,000 Satoshi. So that'd be really interesting if we do get there. And then it doesn't mean that we stop there. It doesn't mean that we have to get there. But if we do get there, we could very likely see a little bit more consolidation and then continuation. And that's what I'm shooting for, right? As a trend trader, I'm always going to hope for more and more and more. And as soon as it breaks towards the downside, I'll get out. So that's DOT on the weekly. We've looked at Cardano on the weekly, and we've looked at Bitcoin on the weekly. Is there something else I want to look at? Ethereum, of course. Yeah, what am I saying? Ethereum. So Ethereum, by the way, guys, has cracked $2,000. But do we close the weekly over $2,000. This is the target I was looking for, right? In the last big Ethereum video that I did, where I was doing like a deep analysis, this was my major target. I have been selling my Ethereum though over the last week. I've been selling my Ethereum into Cardano and DOT, and I've explained that to you guys in detail, but we could actually go ahead and cover it one more time. It's really simple, really simple. As bullish as I get on something, I could flip bearish like that. I don't care, right? And the reason I got bearish on Ethereum is not because of Ethereum USD, but because of Ethereum BTC. Now, I do have Ethereum still. I haven't sold all my Ethereum, but I've been selling my Ethereum ever since we broke the dynamic right over here and we initiated the downtrend, right? Right over here, we took out some major lows too. We tested the dynamic. That was the first test where I sold a chunk of my Ethereum, and then we didn't retake it. If we retook it, I would have got back, right? I would have got back into my position, but instead I was forced to distribute over here. And now you guys are seeing how traders like me and other traders too are part of the collective read of the market, right? So if collectively the professional traders are all reading this as, hey, this is not looking good, perhaps this should turn into a distribution, or rather this is going to be my opportunity to get out. That's how you get your distribution patterns, right? That's what a bear flag is, by the way, guys. It's a distribution pattern, and that's what's happening here. What happens is we break trend, because this is a rising trend, right? Upward trend, and we break trend. And then traders are like, you know what, this is not looking good. I'm going to get out. I'm going to start scaling out of my position. Especially, I had a massive position on Ethereum, like a massive position. I'm not going to get out of all of it immediately, especially when I'm in like deep profits, right? And especially, by the way, when Ethereum is still looking good on the USD pairing. And over here, what we're really doing is allocating to another stronger asset. So we are reallocating. It allows for longer distribution periods, and that's what happened over here. We had instead of having a massive dump that you have in like shitcoins, you just distribute. And now you're not sure, right? You're never sure as a trader. If we retook it, I would have been like, okay, clearly I was wrong on this. I'm going to get back my position and look for further upside. But that's not what happened. We were distributing, and collectively, clearly, the rest of the traders too in the market were thinking along the same lines, that opportunity is looking juicier elsewhere. And you see collectively the market push the price down. You can see the mango dynamic, by the way, turned red right over here. It was like on point. And again, you know, got the retest against the dynamic and down. It's so easy to play. That's why I love this thing. I should probably go ahead and read the comments. Wolvie says, but for DOT and BNB, someone had a good point yesterday. They don't have as many users, so the fees may rise as well when the users start pouring in. Yeah, exactly. It's a free market, man. It's a free market. I'm not sure how DOT or BNB work, but if it works if it works anything similar to how Ethereum works, where people get the opportunity to bid up the price of those transactions, right? In a way, guys, it's almost the user's fault for allowing prices on Ethereum to get that high. And Kush and I were talking about this. A lot of people aren't even aware that they can actually set their fees, right? MetaMask automatically tries their best. I don't know, bash MetaMask or any other platform, but they are setting the fees automatically by analyzing data from different protocols, right? They're setting the fees automatically, and people aren't aware that they can actually go ahead and change those fees. Sometimes those fees set by MetaMask, they're going to have wrong reads, right? Because of there being a surge or a congestion in one protocol. They're going to have an average price collectively for all protocols, because if you're using MetaMask, it's going to try to find the best price for you, right? They're going to collectively raise up the price for you, and you're not even going to realize it. And because everyone's doing it, everyone's bidding higher than they need to. And the miners are going to be like, all right, I'm going to take the highest bid. And the miners going to prioritize the highest bid from the bids that are already inflated, right? And that's how prices, and then people are like, oh man, I really got to get out of my position too, or I really need to buy this position, and they'll bid it up even higher. So that's one reason that fees are going up high. Yes, congestion is a problem, and that's why we are having the problem to begin with, right? That's why some protocol, that's why MetaMask is setting the average higher than it needs to be. But if people take action themselves and take control and understand what they're doing, I think the fees could be a lot lower. Buy BNB, the future crypto king coin. BNB could also be used to blah 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 blah. Okay, cool. Hey, Isan is here. How's it going, buddy? He says, hey, Sean, take a look at UniBTC. Almost the same exact setup as a DOT. I don't think so, man. I don't think so. We were looking at UniBTC this just this morning on Seed. Ace brought it up, actually. I don't think it looks... Krisha was looking at it too. I don't think it looks anything like DOT. You mean like this structure over here? Okay, I see what I see what you're saying. You're saying like this here, and then it turns into a flag like this. I guess. So what we were looking at this morning was this falling channel. Like, you can keep it simpler than that, because the cupped handle that you're looking at is not very clean. I like this though. This is clean. Let me just clear out the chart. Sorry guys, I'm trying to reach across my mic here to my keyboard. Okay, yeah, there you go. So we had a really nice break, clearly closed above it, and I could adjust this a little bit. And now I've seen continuation. Usually these get to somewhere around here. I wouldn't be too surprised, depending on what Bitcoin does, of course, because this is being charted against Bitcoin. We do have resistance along the way as well, though. Oops, did I mute myself? Can you guys hear me? Just confirm. But yeah, oh, okay, so we've come up and smacked right up against resistance, which is good, right? So it lets us know that this is respecting the channel. It's respecting the levels of the channel. So what I'd be looking for over here now is high, low, high. So alts may have their time now, man. I'm liking the look of some of these alts. We can go ahead and take a look at Bitcoin dominance too very soon. Alright, cool. You guys can hear me. That's awesome. Yeah, I don't see this as a cup and handle, man. Like, because we broke... I mean... Not yet, at least, right? We could do something like this. Just wait for it to break this region over here. It's looking good, though. But at resistance at the moment. Honestly, I'm not even so sure anymore about... so Wolvie says, yep, this is how it is for the maturity in the space. We will need better user interfaces that are very intuitive. Like, I'm not sure people are screaming for decentralized services on both ends at the very least. So what people seem to really want is they seem to want self-custody, right? Of their... They want to be able to trade without risking their keys. That seems to be a key element that people want. And they don't really care about centralization on both ends, right? They how about this? They want... What's going to be a key feature is permissionless finance, in my opinion. But I could be wrong about this. Let's see. Even historically, you know, people like humanity as a civilization, we tend to usually be very, very comfortable conceding power to centralized sources. We just seem to be comfortable doing that because we are lazy and we want the convenience of centralization. So we converge into centralization automatically. So within a smaller community of smart cypherpunks, it's really, really easy to be, oh, hey, let's stay decentralized, it's safer, blah, blah, blah. But when we go for mass adoption, I think we're going to converge into centralization. I hate to say it, like I don't want that future, but yeah, we're going to diverge and then converge again. Alright, so what's next for Cardano, guys? Let's talk about this. So I'm looking for our first targets. This is looking like I'm really liking Cardano short. It's been a while since I've liked it this much. Of course, I got super bullish on it right over here around 22-25 cents, and it's constantly been filling the vacuum voids, right? That's why I'm really liking it. So over here, as bullish as we got, it was like, hey, is it actually going to make that move for us all the way over here? Is it actually going to do it? But it has done it, and now it's put in a very, very similar structure. Look at this, guys. It's doing these structures over and over again. These are all buy opportunities for people that I hope they're taking. I didn't take this one. I should have, but now if we fill this gap over here, that's another 40% win. Like it's ridiculous. It's just getting ridiculous. It's great. It's ridiculously great is what it is. What I am excited for is what happens after this. What happens after $1.40? Blue sky breakout on Cardano could be extremely exciting. Extremely exciting. By the way, guys, if you haven't hit the like yet and you're enjoying the content, please go ahead and hit the like. If you're not liking the content, hit the dislike. Leave a bad comment down below. Tell me how much you hate the content. And yeah, you can unsubscribe as well. But if it's the opposite, do the opposite. Hit the like. Leave a comment down below letting me know how much you do like these live streams. Because, hey, that's what motivates me to keep coming here every weekend and do these. Honestly, that's actually what's keeping me motivated, because people do seem to enjoy these a lot. But yeah, hit the like, man. There's 300 of you here and there's less than 100 likes. Alright, back on over to the comments. Crypto Truth Angel says, I'm up 100% on ADA right now. Good freaking job. Good freaking job. Well done on that. Really, really well done on that. So yes, Bob, you are correct on that as well. In the past, it's not only that centralized systems were our only option, but it's also more so this idea of encryption technology allowing for the self-defense becoming, like, reducing the cost of defense, right? So literally, if you go back in history and read how powers have come to be, you'll find that it's usually because of technological innovations that have allowed for the returns on violence to be worth what they're doing, right? But now what's happening with encryption technology is that we have the costs of violence not meeting up to, or rather, how about this, the defense, your ability to defend yourself, okay, from things like, hey, inflation, right? You can defend yourself against inflation. That has reduced drastically. So I think that's why people are going to move towards decentralized systems. But at the same time, that's like I said, right? Like you're missing what I said in the middle. I said we're going to diverge and then converge. We will go towards decentralized systems, and then we will again increasingly become more centralized due to our complacency. We are not going to see it. We're probably not going to see it happen during our lifetimes. I'm talking about through a grander scheme of things. Complacency causes centralization. We will find a way to get complacent, believe me. I know it sounds really cynical. and I'm a really optimistic person. MPXS, that coin still exists, Pundi. I made a lot of money on that coin, man. I had a 10x on that coin. More than that. I didn't think it still existed though. I mean, it's going up. Jesus, this coin still exists. It's trending up, man. It's looking really good. MPXS, BTC. How come there's no Bitcoin pairing on the Binance chart? That's weird. What's going on? Is there liquidity on this coin? I mean, it looks like garbage over here. Looks like it's just going sideways and it's going up because of Bitcoin. That's what it's. Sorry, that's what it looks like. Why are you guys looking at crap like this, man? I mean, why? You guys want to be looking at beautiful charts. This is a beautiful chart right here. Dane A says, hey Sean, Matic BTC passed the 275 to 300 Satoshi zone marked out in a previous video. I would love to hear your thoughts on the chart now. Let's go ahead and take a look. Oof. Yeah, this is looking good, man. If it does close over here, this could have a huge move. So we talked about this a while ago, I believe. Were you on the stream when we did talk about this? Because it did clear the zone that, I think. So I'm looking at around 300-ish. Is that what you just mentioned? Oh, yeah, there you go. Yeah, so yeah, you said you would, the zone that you marked out in your last video. I love that you're taking notes, buddy. I love that you're taking notes and that you marked it that way. Good stuff. So we do have a horizontal level right over here that you can see. But it looks like we're clearing that too, right? This is a powerful move that it pulled off over here. It's really, really freaking strong. Really strong week. It cleared like multiple resistance levels in 1 week. We close over here. I'll be looking for first target somewhere around here, around 360 Satoshi. After that, around 400 Satoshi, I'd be looking for that. And then after 400 Satoshi, a move all the way to 555 Satoshi is on the table, man. This could be explosive. I'm really not interested in trading Matic though. Really not interested in this coin. I think I'm going to be trading only like the big caps for now. Yeah, let's go ahead and look at Bitcoin dominance. My prof used to say Yallah to me all the time. So it's consolidating here, man. It's actually consolidating against resistance, which is not really bullish at all for Bitcoin. I mean, not for Bitcoin, for how about this? I should say it this way. It's actually consolidating against some support, which is really, really good for altcoins, right? Which is essentially resistance for altcoins. Do you guys get what I mean? Like, it's consolidating, it's taking its time over here instead of seeing a reaction. Let's see what happens. So if it actually bounces and starts creating a rounded structure over here, it's gonna change its picture. But if it does look like it wants to break down, man, which would be great for all coins. I don't know. Is this a falling channel, guys? Falling channel onto support. Remember, this is at the end of the day Bitcoin dominance. You're not going to have a clean chart. As much as we want a clean falling channel, etc., we're not going to get that. Is this a falling channel or is this a descending triangle looking for continuation? What do you guys think? So yeah, Bitcoin dominance. It's if this then that, man. If we start clearing 60 and start closing weekly candles underneath the 60 zone, 57 next, after 57, 51, all coins could actually explode. Like, from the looks of it, I wouldn't be too surprised anymore that we get all the way down to 51.5-ish. I wouldn't be too surprised at all. Of course, we want to wait a little. We want to wait for confirmation. But I'm not liking the look of this for Bitcoin. Like, It did have a chance to bounce over here, and like, this is not Bitcoin. Like, I shouldn't say that. Money coming into altcoins is not bearish for Bitcoin, right? I should flip this chart around, because psychologically this is or rather when I talk about it may sound the wrong way for you guys, because Bitcoin could keep freaking ripping and this could keep going down, right? Because more money could be flowing by the nature of what's going on in the markets, right? Because when you see big money come in, they're going to be putting in 80% into Bitcoin and 20% into all altcoins, and that could drive altcoin markets drastically up, dude. So the easy way to look at this is, if we close a weekly candle underneath 61, likely going to make our way down to 58. If we close a weekly candle underneath 58, we're likely going to make our way down to around 52 to 51.5. Reef, yeah, Brian Carrasco is asking for Reef. Let's take a look. It doesn't look good. I mean, it is on support, but right over here, it's in a downtrend. I like to play the 12-hour on altcoins. It is sitting on daily support though. This is against Bitcoin though, so perhaps I'm not being fair to it. Not the cleanest either. Let's look at it on USD. Your question, by the way, time to sell. You know I can't answer that question, man. I don't think you should be playing this shot against Bitcoin. I think this coin is underperforming compared to Bitcoin, in my opinion, compared to other altcoins that you can be in. So understand that you need to apply a risk factor in being in an altcoin, right? If you can't just have it outperform a little bit over Bitcoin. You need for it to outperform drastically to make the risk worth it. Because why stress, right? Why stress if it's going to outperform just a tad bit? You want to outperform a lot, or just be in Bitcoin. That's how I look at things. So when I'm looking at Cardano, I'm seeing another 40% win overhead, right? So and I like the look of the structure, which is why I'll take the trade. I'll add to the trade, etc. No. So it lost the dynamic 2 on the 12-hour, which isn't good at all. Lost the trend line. Falling channel. Could break up at any moment. You don't know when though. To be honest, I'd like this trade over here. Like if we have this falling channel extend down onto support over here, that'd be nice. But I don't think it's going to do that. I think it's going to be one of those coins that breaks up before it actually gets down there. Okay, we can simplify this now, and you can see there's a descending like structure, descending triangle, but it's a bull market, so this could break up against USD. But the thing is, man, it's being held up by Bitcoin's price action right now. It's not looking good. I mean, not looking the best compared to other alternatives. It's a low high, man. Low high. This needs to start trending again. It's in a downtrend. Lend, by the way, I'm looking at Lend for those of you guys who are asking for Lend. CryptoKitty says, Krisha and Sean are such an amazing energy team. Make sure you subscribe to get both of them together to see an awesome team work. You are so freaking sweet. So glad to have you in the community, CryptoKitty. And yeah, guys, if you haven't yet, hit the subscribe, hit the like if you haven't yet either. Again, there's 300 of you here and around 150 likes. Not bad, not bad. Let's get that ratio 1-to-1, guys. 1-to-1. Oh, Wolvie. Oh, Wolvie, I need to make you a moderator, man. There you go. Of course we need help moderating. Done. You have been ordained Sir Wolvie of the Mango Knight community. I wanted that to sound a lot cooler than it does. That's so good to hear, Crypto Truth Angel. And I'm glad to see you join the stream today. Looking forward to seeing you be more active on the Discord as well. So Richard Cardano asks, so really interesting question. Let's go ahead and look. IOTA USD or IOTA BTC, man? So I'm guessing you mean IOTA BTC, which is a good question. Oof. Ooh, this is... So it's a good find, Richard. Really, it's a good find. Now to answer your question, will it for sure, if it does enter the cloud, will it for sure get to the top of the cloud here? And edge to edge over here would be massive. But you need to understand, I think what you're looking at over here is your tunnel visioning on this region over here, right? The top of the cloud, because we are underneath. Remember though, the cloud is forward looking, right? The Ichimoku is forward looking. So if we had entered the cloud over here, let me get my drawing tools, my brush. If we had entered the cloud in this zone over here and then broken this, then there was a chance that we could get up over there. But we're not doing that. We are entering the cloud at this zone over here, and we are looking at this flat of the cloud. This flat of the cloud, okay? So this flat is more important. We could get actually somewhere over here if it was aggressive enough, but I don't think so. What we need to be looking for now is the 21 EMA curl up, the 10 can curl up. We need to have the bullish TK cross. The 200 moving average is also not the kind I like, right? So we need a lot. Okay, the setup I like for these breaks is when the 200 moving average is cusping onto price like that. But this is the weekly, so I'm being a little bit hard on it. So overall, the biggest thing that we're looking for now is the TK cross, the bullish TK cross, along with the 21 EMA moving up with it, price putting in a higher low within the cloud, hopefully on this zone over here, and then you're gonna look for something like this. That's what you'd be looking for. That's what I'd be looking for. That's a setup I'd be going for. It's a long trade. Like, what I mean by long, it's going to take some time to play out. But let's go ahead and look at it on the 12 hours. See what's going on there. It has a really nice look, man, on the 12 hour. Flagging over here, bullish flag. Look at this. Look at this. This is what I'm talking about, man. This is what you want to see. Oh man, you're actually seeing an example of it play out on the 12 hour. Right? You saw it come in, squeeze the 21 EMA, the Tenkin, the 200 moving average, the Kijun, all get in equilibrium. See the edge to edge. Higher low, and then continuation. Right? Now let's go back to the weekly. That's what we talked about over here, right? Man, what's going on with my... Okay, there we go. That's what we want over here now. Same thing, but we want this to happen over like a period of like 6 weeks. Jesus Christ, it's gonna take some time. Wait, what's going on? What's that? Oh, okay. Subscribers, hey, thank you for joining the Mango Grove, guys. If you haven't yet, again, the rest of you, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. People asking for wet. Let's go ahead and look at wet. Jesus, this chart's getting messy. It's up against resistance right now. But it's looking good. Tenkin 21 EMA, Confluence. That was a really nice buy opportunity right over there at 90 Satoshi. We talked about this last time around too, right? We were looking for this to essentially clear this major level over here at around 95 to 100 Satoshi. And if it did do that, we were looking for a big impulsive move, but not as much as last time, because last time when we got this move all the way up here, I need to probably get a clear chart. There we go. Yeah, it's still looking good. I wouldn't be too surprised if it gets all the way up over here actually to 145. The big trade is going to be after we clear 145 Satoshi. There's going to be another move to around 190-ish to around 200 Satoshi. After 200 Satoshi, that was the move that we were looking for, right? All the way up to around 250 Satoshi. And that's what we traded last time around. Literally what VeChain is allowing you guys to do is trade the same setup that Krisha and I traded in 2020, July, September-ish, right? During that region where we caught this huge win. So it wouldn't be... it wouldn't be a waste for you guys to go ahead and find those videos that we did back then and literally plot out those same horizontals. It's going to turn out pretty much the same way. It's looking really good, to be honest. This could run. Again, you're seeing this setup over here. I like this. I like this look. I really like this look. Okay, so here's what you guys are looking for. If we clear 140 Satoshi, we're looking for a move all the way to 190. You're seeing the same thing on the daily. If we clear 190, you're looking for 213. If we clear 213, next resistance is this wick high over here at around 240. And yeah, after that, things are going to get really interesting. Alright, so let's go ahead and check out what Bitcoin's doing. Let's go, Bitcoin. Let's go. Nice. Look how perfect this is, man. Probably put in a higher low on the dynamic now. This is likely going to come up a little bit to around 54,500-ish. Somewhere around here. Put a higher low somewhere here. Let's see. Because that's what it's been doing, right? If you guys notice a pattern that I've been noticing. We lose the dynamic on the 1 hour. And then put in a higher low on the 4 hour, right? So again, so we have our impulsive thrust. Okay. Consolidate against it after the impulsive move. Lose the 1 hour dynamic. Come in and put a higher low. And all of these higher lows over here, guys, was on the 4 hour dynamic. So let's go ahead and take a look. Right, 51,000-ish. And where was it? Right here. Yeah, there you go. Right, so we had the 1 hour impulsive move. Lost the 1 hour dynamic. And boom. Right. Put in these wicks over here on the 4 hour dynamic. 1, 2, 3. Now again, I'm looking for something similar. Lost the 1 hour dynamic. Consolidate. And by that time, I'm looking for the dynamic to come up. Boom, boom. Continuation to 60,000 next. Wolfie's like, what did I sign up for? It's why you don't see Vishal here anymore either, man. He's like, F that. Now Vishal's busy with his new puppy. Let's go ahead, take a look at BNB. Dark Star's asking for BNB. Jesus Christ, man. Jesus Christ. All you guys had to do was buy this. What the hell? That's all you guys had to do. Just buy it across the dynamic over and over again. This is nuts. Again, it came down, bounced on the dynamic, and got picked up right there. Let's get Bitcoin pairing. Same story, guys. Same freaking story. Not as clean. Maybe the 12-hour gets it, eh? Yeah, it's a 12-hour on the Bitcoin pairings, right? If you guys are trading also against Bitcoin, make sure, don't make sure, but take a look at the 12-hour time frame. It gets it a lot better, no matter what you use. Stairway to heaven. Yep. Hatham is in here. How's it going, buddy? How's it going? Man, we've been doing this for an hour and 15 minutes now. We're gonna wrap up in around 15 minutes. We did discuss a lot though. In terms of the Ichimoku, at the very least. And other things too. I'm forgetting what we talked about. We talked about a lot of things though today. Ethereum back over 2,000, guys. The big 2K. Let's go ahead and take a look at Bitcoin's momentum. What's going on over there? Oscillators are looking great. Stochastics, really, really bullish. It's been freaking bullish for a while now. Jesus, freaking 2 weeks now. Just, this is what I mean, guys. We could stay. People say, oh my god, it's freaking oversold. It's oversold. Sell it, sell it. Sell Bitcoin at 39K and then moves all the way without you to $60,000. Good freaking job. daily too. Looking freaking great. Cross bullish all the way over here. Freaking 1st of Feb, aroundish, 28th of Jan. And this was when I was getting bullish, right? Do you guys remember my moment of glory? When I called this move to 50,000? Nobody watched that video. Nobody freaking watched that video. Actually, the video title is actually saying 60,000 next. Bitcoin was sitting at around 28,000. Nobody cared. I had the least views on that video of all time, of all freaking time. And then we pumped like $15,000. Jesus Christ, man. It really triggers me. It triggers me that people don't want to watch Bitcoin. You guys can make so much money by just watching Bitcoin. And then I'll hear things like, oh my god, Bitcoin barely moves though. It moves like 2%, 5%. No, that's not how you look at it. It's irrelevant. You guys should ask yourselves why people trade Forex, right? Why do people trade Forex if the nominal value of the movement matters? If the nominal movement of the chart, like the nominal value of the chart moving matters so much, why do people trade Forex? DOT still cheap to buy now? We covered DOT in the beginning of the video, man. SXP, we've been covering it in seed. I haven't looked at it today though, so let's go ahead and take a look. It's up against resistance still, so there we go. The big trade was right over here when we got the retest, or rather the break and the retest at 4,370 Satoshi, went up and hit resistance, and then, like I say, the markets are always so freaking generous. Got the retest again, got to take the same trade yet again. This time though, put a higher high, right? So we put a higher low, and now looking for another higher low. Perhaps continuation. When it does break this level over here at 6,783 Satoshi, I'll be looking for a move all the way to 10,000 Satoshi. After 10,000 Satoshi, 16,000 Satoshi, and then we have a bunch of resistance over here. But hey, we'll talk about that when we get there. Let's go, Cardano. Let's do it, Cardano. Let's see, going back on over to the comments. Don't call her Krishna, it's Krisha. She hates that. Krisha, without the N. So Thomas says, I did make a trade on Krisha's advice. She said 314 target. I would have sold a lot sooner if not for her target. Hey, good for you, buddy. Good for you. Regardless of what she said, what matters is that you took the time to watch the entire video, listen, reflect on it, and take the emotional responsibility to act on it, right? But at the same time, guys, make sure that you are learning from the videos to be able to do this on your own. You don't want to be relying on us, mostly because we're going to get it wrong, man. Like, we're going to get it horribly wrong, and that might be the one time that you get too overconfident on your position size and get wrecked. You need to be able to call us out. You guys need to be able to give back to us, to Krisha and me, by calling out our mistakes and be like, hey, you guys missed something, right? So make sure you're always learning so that you can help us as well. You guys will get to that point, by the way. Don't think you won't be able to, because, for example, there are lots of members in the seed now who are not just at our level but have surpassed our level. CryptoKitty says rabbit brain is the most inexperienced traders. yeah. People don't want to learn. Hello from New Zealand. Hey, how's it going, man? How's it going down there? We're looking for the weekly close above $1.10. Do we get it? Let's go ahead and take a look at the momentum as well as the consolidation. And hey, this is looking good, man. Come on, Cardano. You can do it. Stochastics showing a bit of weakness over here. It'd be nice to see this break. One could argue potential, not yet. It's too early to say. So this was bullish divergence, by the way. This was bullish divergence that triggered and saw continuation. But one could argue that this could turn into bearish divergence. So in the C program, we often talk about how bearish divergences turn into bullish divergences, and people miss that. But the flip side is true as well, right? Bullish divergence could flip into, I don't think so. This does look like it wants to make a new high, and this may break upwards. I want to see this 4-hour stochastic start living in the zone over here, because that's going to bode really well for the weekly closing above $1.10. 12 hours looking really good. This is around the zone where you want to see it cross ups towards the upside. Let's look at the mango vine. Yeah, this looks good, man. Look at this, guys. It called the freaking top. It called the top on the vine right over here. Called the buy opportunity right too, right? This was such, like, those of you who have the vine, by the way, the vine is no longer available. It's off the markets, guys. Except to seed members who have been in seed for a while. As long as you guys that's like your reward. But yeah, the vine, this is it, man. This is the perfect trade right here. This is what you guys want to see. Love it. And then yeah, call the top. I like this. I like this for continuation a lot. A lot. This is exactly what you want to see. Bitcoin, the vine is indicating that Bitcoin has ways to go, guys. Ways to go. Probably gonna make our way to at least to 60,000, and I don't think we'll stop there. All right, back on over to the comments. Where to learn all these chart movements? You can watch the daily videos every single day, man. You can watch the daily videos, and we're teaching as much as we can in these daily videos and in the live streams too. I try to expand on these things. Spend a lot of time talking about the psychology too with you guys. Crypto Brad says, does your oh yeah, you could also look at the Mango Seed course. The link should be down below in the description. We do have a full comprehensive course, and that answers your question, Brad. Does your course suit beginners? The course is actually built to take you from complete newbie, beginner, all the way through to intermediate to advanced. You could actually become an advanced trend trader and trading literally the same system I do. Like, I don't do anything different than what I teach in the program. Right, and you can talk to the seed members as well. I really recommend talking to them and getting their thoughts and opinions. Krisha says, check out the Mango Seed program. Sean is hands down the best teacher there is. Aw, you're a sweetheart. Actually, I got a really good comment from Mike today too, saying that I was like, well, I'm gonna go read out the comment. It was really nice to hear that from Mike, because I've known Mike for by the way, Mike is CEO of Luckbox that joined and he joined the former CTO, apologies, of Luckbox, and he joined the C program. So it was really I really respect the dude a lot, and Krisha knows how much I've respected him for years now. For years I've always looked up to him, and I'm gonna go read out his comment because it made my morning. He said, I'm really loving this section, man. Congrats on putting together such a well thought out and detailed course and presenting it in a way which is simple to understand but not patronizing at all. Educating people is your thing. And that made me smile. It really made my morning. Coming from him. But enough of the self back patting over here. I'll to answer your question. No, the course is built for beginners. When we guys, Krisha and I have been together since high school, man. It's been like 10 plus years now. Well, her high school, I was at uni, but pretty much I just joined uni. Josh Hinton says, it's true, Sean, you're a gifted teacher. Man, I wish I could be able to, I wish I had the time to teach you guys on YouTube the way I teach on Seed, you know, like the kind of like the detail and depth I can go in the Seed modules, in like my analogies, right? Like I go into like the story kind of format thingies. That takes some time, but I have the time to do that with Seed members. And yeah, I don't get to do that on YouTube. So watch some of the sections that Krisha put up on the Ichimoku. She put up a couple of sections on Tenkin and Kijun. WAG is like a live stream that you actually made it to. Awesome to see you in here, buddy. Awesome to see you in here. But we are wrapping up soon. Wolvie says, I completely agree with that sentiment. I love Sean's simple explanations in the course. No need to use a lot of jargon. Yep. I'm anti-jargon. I'm anti-jargon throughout the course. I'm actually bashing most technical analysts out there throughout the course, saying, you don't need this, you don't need that. You don't need any of the freaking jargon they teach, man. Okay, let's go ahead and look at BTC. You've been asking about it for a while. Oh my god, man. Not these low sat coins, guys. What is this? I can't. There's no analysis to be made. It's going sideways. It pumped. Resistance right over here. Support. Oh, this was a nice close right over here. That was your trade. Right there. You see when it closed right above there? Right above there? That was your trade. Dipped back but closed above. Or rather, hasn't closed yet. We have a day and 14 hours. We do have resistance here too. Let's see if it closes. If it closes above here at 14,462 Satoshi, likely have a move all the way to 16,291 Satoshi. If we clear out 16,291 Satoshi, first target would be 20,000 Satoshi, and after that blue sky breakout. There you go. Back to Bitcoin. Alright guys, I'm going to be wrapping up now. I'm going to be taking questions from Seed members. Josh, if you have any questions, just go ahead and ask in the comments, or rather in the chat section. Seedlings, if you have any questions. CryptoKitty, if you have any questions, now's your time. Justin, he's still here. He said, yeah, highly recommend the Seed course, guys. It's amazing. Attaboy, Justin. Bringing in the love. Justin's like one of my favorite Seed members, but I'm kind of disappointed with him since he's been MIA. Why is he saying Satoshi again and again? What should I be saying? Sats? Will that make you feel better? I like saying Satoshi, man. It sounds so nice. It's one of those feel-good words. Satoshi. 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 We already covered BNB, man. Peru Balboa says your live streams and videos are just too informative. Learning from that. The seed is like 3 months salary for my dad, so can't enroll in that. Oh man, that yeah, I understand that for some people in countries where the currency is a lot weaker, it can be a little bit difficult. Alright guys, with that, I'm going to be wrapping up now. Thank you all for joining. I hope you guys are having a great weekend, a green weekend. Everything's pumping, everything's doing great. Trades have been going great, but hey, remember, they could turn around at any moment. Be vigilant, stay safe, have your risk management strategy in place. Do it the mango way, do the stress-free way. I'm going to be leaving the music on for a little bit. I'll chat with you guys on the live chat. If you guys haven't yet, hit the like button. I see that we are 2 away from 200 likes. Go ahead, smash that like button, hit the subscribe if you haven't yet, and most importantly, make sure to hit that bell icon so that you do not miss the next live stream. Oh yeah, by the way, join the Discord, the live chat on, the daily chat on Discord, themangoway.com/Discord. That's all you have to type, themangoway.com/Discord. With that, do the mango way, do the stress-free way. I'll see you guys next time.
And then she'd say, it's okay, I got yours on the way, but I'm a super girl. Super girls don't cry. And then she'd say, it's alright, I got home late last night, but I'm a super girl. Super girls just fly. She's a super girl. the time I used to look into my father's eyes. In a happy home, I was a king, I had a golden throne. Those days are gone, now the memories on the wall. I hear the sounds from the places where I was born. Up on a hill across a blue lake, that's where I had my first heartbreak. I still remember how it all changed. My father said, don't you worry, child. See, heaven's got a plan for you. Don't you worry now. Yeah.